What's going on, guys? I'm coming back at you with another big story. This is something that just happened about 5 days ago in Joshua Tree National Park. It's two hikers, very young hikers. One by the name of Rachel Nguyen and her boyfriend Joseph Orbeso. Orbeso. They both went hiking into Joshua Tree National Park, and the last time they were heard from, as far as a ping from their phone, was sometime Thursday, and they were supposed to come back early Friday morning to check out, but they never did. Right as of right now, they're still searching for them, but they haven't found any leads towards where they could be. All I know is that they just disappeared on their way into Joshua Tree National Park, because, like I said, they were hiking. There hasn't been any kind of information to come up about that as of yet, because they're still looking for them. They said that it's a lot of rough terrain, and the temperature is expected to reach up to 110 degrees. When you're in an area like that and there's no trees and it's like a desert, there's like a desert portion of Joshua Tree, it's gonna get pretty hot. And the park spokesman was saying that a lot of people who end up coming into that area tend to take off their clothes due to hypothermia. Now, as of what David Paulides says about the hypothermia thing, I'm not sure, because he would say that they haven't been missing long enough to experience hypothermia. So I don't know what the case will be about them, because as far as everybody's concerned, they're still alive, but just lost up there, or they may have suffered from heat exhaustion or heat stroke, or a severe case of it, depending on how long they've been out there. They said all of their belongings were left in their hotel room, so that means they don't have any type of rations with them. They may have some water with them, I'm pretty sure, or they probably drunk it all, or they may have had some snacks like some trail mix or beef jerky or whatever the case may be. I'm not sure, but all in all, that's the only information they have on these two. More information is coming up on a daily basis because it's such a fresh case, and the fact that they just recently disappeared from the park, and that's what they're calling it. They said they disappeared from the park, so they know that something weird is going on, but they're not saying exactly what, because they still have SAR teams and dogs looking for them. And they said that the SAR teams and the dogs had to go through a lot of water to get into the area where they think they are. They think they were hiking into like a canyon north from where they were last seen. But like I said, other than that, that's it. If there's any more information that comes up about that, I would definitely keep you guys posted, because I got the information from Facebook off of a forum that I'm affiliated with or a part of. I'm gonna just start looking on the net on fresh information on this, because this is real hot right now as far as the updates and what's going on with those two. They're drastically trying to find out where they are, and hopefully they can bring them home. The father, they were actually trying to reach the father of the young man, but he hasn't been reached yet. Apparently he's obviously out there in the park looking for his son. So and they said that they're not looking at any type of foul play, because they said they are experienced hikers, and that both of them are loved by the community that they live in. So they don't know of anyone that would have anything to do with their deaths, if that was the case, if they took them out there to kill them. But yeah, it's a pretty crazy one right there. The fact that it just happened more than just a couple of days, ago, is weird, because I haven't heard of a case that happened in a park where someone disappeared in a while. The last one that I really heard of was a young man that was in Stone Mountain Park here in Georgia, and they said he disappeared, but they found his body at the bottom of Stone Mountain. So obviously he probably slipped, because the rock face is very smooth, in a lot of areas. That's why they have like a fence around the edge of the mountain, so that you won't fall over. But maybe he was at a high portion of the mountain, and he probably slipped and fell over the fence and fell to his death. But that's the only park information I heard about anybody disappearing. I'm pretty sure there may have been some since then, and I might have covered it. I'm not sure, but I haven't heard any in a while that actually made the news, because if you don't hear about it when it first happened, you won't ever again, because they only post it for no more than a couple of days, and then after that, that's it. Because they go through the whole thing about searching for them for maybe 7 to 10 days, and after that they call off the search due to hot, extremely hot weather, because this is the summertime. Most of the disappearances that happen like that happen, in an area where a freak storm rolls in, like torrential rain, or a lot of snow starts to fall. It would always happen in the wintertime and never in the summer. So this is the first one I've heard of in a while where it happened during the summer months. So hopefully they'll find something, or find them, because they said they found some tracks in the area, but other than that, there's still no trace of them in the area. So all I can say is I hope they do find them. I would hope that this is not one of those mysterious cases where they just vanish off the face of the earth, even though they did say that they just disappeared while on a hike. So who's to say what happened to them? And as the days go by, more and more information will pop up about what happened to them. So like I said before, when that comes around, I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. I'll post another video just for that reason alone. But so in the meantime, that's it for today on this story. And thanks for stopping by. Stay tuned, and I'll be back with more. All right, guys. Aloha, mahalo, and a huyo. See you around, guys.